Welcome to Black Swan Finances. Today we have an interview with Mike Maloney in which we talk gold, silver, crypto, and something that Mike himself brought up, the war within Bitcoin.
We are entering a period of financial crisis that is the greatest the world has ever known.
Mike Maloney is the creator of the popular series The Hidden Secrets of Money, in which he exposes what fractional reserve banking really is, as well as the whole monetary system. We highly recommend the viewer to follow his series by clicking on the link below in the description. So without further ado, let's go right into the interview. Mike, for giving us your time. Goldsilver.com, your website, is that right?
Yes, goldsilver.com, and the video series is Hidden Secrets of Money.
That's right, and I'm a big fan of yours. You know, I've been for a few years starting with gold and silver, and I've seen that you've recently, well, not recently, you've been accepting Bitcoin on your website since 2014?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been in the space for a long, long time now. And do you accept any other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin Cash, or?
Not currently, but we're going to.
You want to? Are you want to integrate a whole bunch, or you have any in?
That depends on my tech guys.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, I don't run every aspect of the business. It's too difficult to know everything that's going on. So that all depends on the tech guys.
Yes, and I was at your talk, which that was a great talk, and you mentioned something about the change that you've seen in the space in recent years. You know, whereas in 2014, I think it was when you went in a conference where they were launching Ethereum, and now you see that there's a lot of dissent. What do you think about that? And I know you encourage, you know, much more of a...
I think that it might be this conference that heals that. The reaction from the audience was overwhelmingly positive to try to more unite behind the crypto movement, rather than continue the infighting on this coin's better than that coin and who the hell cares. So I think that this conference actually was a very important turning point potentially for getting back to the push toward freedom and liberty, instead of being distracted by all of the infighting and the little details of the differences of different coins. So,
do you see a cryptocurrency that's going to be maybe backed by gold and silver, and which one would it be? Do you have anything in mind?
Well, right now there's a whole lot of people trying to come out with gold and silver backed cryptocurrencies. There's a few on the blockchain already. So will they be successful? I don't know. The great thing is that the free market is trying all of these different things, and one of them is going to win. We're going to come up with something. The great thing about the innovation and the competition that happens in the free market is you end up with the best system. It always brings us the highest quality and the best service at the lowest price.
So you don't have any like pick of crypto backed by gold and silver that you think is going to be the one?
No, not currently. My big pick for gold and silver is gold and silver, and I've got some in Brink's vaults in Singapore, some in Hong Kong, a bunch in Salt Lake City, Utah, and some in Toronto, Canada.
That's right, very good.
And I can get online and I can buy it and sell it at any moment, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's close to being as liquid as a cryptocurrency is, and it's real, it's physical, and it's insured also. So my largest holding is precious metals, and cryptocurrencies I use as a speculation, and then they go up and I take some profits and turn them into precious metals.
How would you go about selling your gold and silver? Like you say, you know, just tapping a few keywords. Is that goldmoney.com that you're using, or?
No, it's my own website, goldsilver.com.
So we can buy and sell using your website?
Yeah.
Oh, so we would have to ship our gold, for example, that we have?
If you're holding it at your house, yeah. But we also open up accounts for people anywhere. We open accounts with Brink's Security, Brink's Vaults, and we have vaults in Hong Kong, Singapore, Salt Lake City, and Toronto, Canada.
I see. And before asking the last question, let's watch a video that Mike released during the event.
Hi, I'm in Acapulco, and at an event called Acapulco. And one thing that was interesting that happened on the way here, in the airport, I believe in Mexico City, to get on the plane that came to Acapulco, we had to take a bus from the terminal to the plane. And in this bus, a whole bunch of the people knew me. And so one person had some questions to ask, and then he said, "Who are you here to see?" And I said, "Well, I'm here to see G. Edward Griffin and Ron Paul." And then he interrupted me and said, "I hope you're not here to see Roger Ver." And I didn't get a chance to answer when somebody else jumped in and joined the conversation, and then somebody else. You know, it looked like it could have busted out into a fist fight. But Roger Ver, he is one of the people that there was a soft fork on a hard fork on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin split into two. There's Bitcoin and there's Bitcoin Cash, and Roger Ver is the main person behind Bitcoin Cash. And so there was this big fight in the Bitcoin community, and a whole lot of people don't like Roger Ver because of that. I found him, he made a great presentation here. I found him logical. He's an Austrian economics kind of guy, and very, very level-headed, and actually quite charming. And so not only did I come here, I was going to come here to see him. You know, I never got to answer that guy. But on stage, I did get to answer him. I said, "Yes, I'm here to see him. In fact, tonight I'm going to dinner with him." And we had dinner together. It was great, and I'm going to interview him some more later, because I have a lot of respect for people that can stand up in adversity and use logic and reason as their arguments. So that's it from Acapulco. We'll see you next time.
And well, the last question, because I know you're a very busy man. You mentioned something about Roger Ver and how, you know, some people like. You just recently, very recently, you know, they started to hate on him and all of this. So, I mean, what's your opinion on that? Yeah.
Well, I'm not much for anybody hating anybody. I think that that's a bad thing. But I think the controversy that it has generated is actually very good. And I like Roger because I like Austrian economics and I like logical points of view. I want to see very good discussions on things, and like he said, you know, name calling is not an argument. That's something that a 2-year-old does, that before they can apply reason to something. I want a reasoned argument on things. I want to if somebody else has a different opinion than mine and wants to convince me, I want them to try to make me understand the reason for their opinion. And name calling doesn't do that. It doesn't accomplish anything. So it's interesting. You know, I'm working on another book right now, and I'm working on some other things. So I haven't paid 24/7 attention to what's going on in this space. I just get glimpses of it now and then, and I go, "Oh man, has this devolved since the Bitcoin on the Beltway conference that I attended in 2014, where everybody was united in pushing toward freedom and liberty and seeing that cryptocurrencies are a big pathway toward that."
That was awesome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Está posando.